Hi guys, and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my two go-to fall dishes. One is a crock pot recipe and the other one is a one pot recipe. So how much easier can you get? I don't know about you, but I'm hungry, so let's hop in the kitchen and get started. We're starting today off with this amazing fall pot roast crock pot recipe. You're going to want to start by dicing up 1 medium onion, 2 sweet potatoes, and 3 parsnips. That is the most time-consuming part of this recipe, so now let's get out our crock pots. Now I'm going to add in 1 cup of apple cider, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 4 cloves of garlic along with salt and pepper. Now you're going to take a whisk and mix it all together until it is all combined. Now go ahead and add all your vegetables. I did leave some of the sweet potato out because I felt like there was way more sweet potato than onion or parsnip. Now if you want more sweet potato, obviously add all of them, but those sweet potatoes were pretty large. So just add what you like and leave out what you don't like. Now give it a good mix to get everything incorporated well together, and then go ahead and add more salt and pepper. You have some options when it comes to the meat. You can add 1 bottom round roast or 1 chuck roast. I did buy the meat already cut up just to make my life easier. It shreds just the same when it's done, but whatever kind of meat you want to add is totally up to you. The original recipe does not call for carrots, but carrots are my husband's favorite in pot roast, so I went ahead and put some carrots in, and again, seasoned with salt and pepper, and then I went ahead and added some rosemary. Now pop your lid on and cook it either 6 to 7 hours on high or 8 to 9 hours on low. I always find that this is better low and slow. Here is what it looks like after 8 hours. A tip I want to give you so you don't make the same mistake that I did. I would make sure that the carrots are covered by everything else, because I did find that they were just a tad, just slightly undercooked. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like you couldn't eat them, but I'm sure a lot of you would like your carrots to be completely 100% cooked. So just make sure they are covered and not sitting on top. This next part is optional, but I do find that adding butternut squash and Brussels sprouts really bring the flavor of fall to this recipe. These bags are both frozen, and you just pop them into your microwave at 4 minutes a piece, and then just add them into the crock pot and give it a good stir. Once everything is combined, it is ready to eat. I know that a lot of people aren't fans of Brussels sprouts, but if you are, I really think you're going to enjoy this dish, and it's even better the next day. Now let's move on to this delicious and creamy tortellini soup recipe. Start by heating up a pot or a Dutch oven on medium heat, and then add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Once the olive oil is hot, you can either add a pound of ground turkey or a pound of Italian sausage with the casing off. Cook the meat until it's brown, which will take about 3 to 5 minutes, but make sure you are crumbling the meat as it cooks. And then once it is brown, go ahead and drain the excess liquid out. I learned a trick from, I believe her name is Julia, and I can't pronounce her last name, but she takes a paper towel and just rubs it around the pot to get any excess fat or liquid out of her recipes, and I think this is genius. Now I'm going to add about 3 cloves of garlic, 1 medium diced onion, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Stir everything together and let the onions cook and become transparent, which takes about 3 to 5 minutes. And then once that's done, go ahead and add some salt and pepper. Next, I'm going to whisk in about 2 tablespoons of flour and let that get lightly browned, which will take around a minute to do. Then I'm going to gradually add chicken broth a little bit at a time and whisk that. And this process takes a little bit of time, so have some patience. I did use reduced sodium chicken broth so I could control the amount of salt in this recipe. After all of the chicken broth is whisked in, then I will go ahead and add the 8 ounces of tomato sauce, the same way that I added the chicken broth. Once it has slightly thickened, bring it to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer, and then add in your 9 ounces of tortellini, then cover and cook it for about 6 minutes. After your tortellini is cooked, you can add several different things here. I added arugula and spinach. This is totally up to you what you want to add. You could also add kale, and I add a lot because you're gonna see how much this wilts down, but you kind of feel better about eating this because it has some greens in it. After your greens are wilted down, add 1/3 of heavy cream and 3 tablespoons of basil, and don't make a mess like I did. I think I was channeling my inner Emerald and did bam, and that led to heavy cream going everywhere. So be careful when adding your basil. I like to add cheese on top of this because it just makes it so gooey and delicious. This soup was definitely perfect for a cold fall weeknight, and I think you guys would really like this recipe if you made it, so let me know if you give it a try. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you on my next one. Thanks for watching.